Hi guys, a very good morning. Mamukase. My name is Ronald. Welcome and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. And this morning we need to reflect on what the Citizens Coalition for Change spokesman Promise Mkwananzi had to say regarding the calls for fresh elections. And it's very important for us to take a look on those issues time and again. So, Promise Mkwananzi says fresh election beyond Mnangagwa's wishes. This is very important to note. Triple C is actually saying that their call for fresh elections is not going to be premised on what President Mnangagwa had to say. So in this statement, he says the decision to conduct a fresh election in Zimbabwe is not Mr. Mnangagwa's decision. It is a decision of all stakeholders in Zimbabwe and the region. We are aware that Mr. Mnangagwa barred Mugabe from leaving office in 2008 when he had lost to Tsvangirai and had chosen to do the right thing and pave way for the newly elected president. This was revealed by Mnangagwa himself, boasting that he and his lot had wantonly disregarded the will of the people and forced Mugabe to stay. As CCC Zimbabwe, we have already refused to accept the result. President Nelson Chamisa and his chief election agent did not sign off those sham results. President Chamisa has already stated that what is currently governing is an illegal, illegitimate, interim de facto arrangement. Our focus is on organizing and mobilizing towards a fresh election, which will have to come through a transitional authority shepherded by SADC and a new independent and professional body in place of ZEC. We continue to urge the citizens of Zimbabwe not to despair or be discouraged. Mr. Mnangagwa will be dragged to a fresh, free, and fair election, kicking and screaming. A fresh election is inevitable. Let us use every peaceful and democratic means available and permissible to bring forth the elections. This is what Promise Mkwananzi says. He's saying that let us use every peaceful and democratic means available and permissible to bring forth the elections. So it's very important in Zimbabwe because we have seen the calls from Citizens Coalition for Change for fresh elections. They are growing louder each and every day. I know a lot of people have despaired, a lot of people are losing hope, but with Nelson Chamisa rejuvenating hopes of his supporters in each and every province, the possibility is so high that anything can happen at this moment in time. Let us take a look on the comments and see what other people think is going to. That's not going to happen. We all know that there is no fresh election that will be forced on Zim. What we need is funded protests. We need to find ways to start shaking these streets. But hey, this is a contribution. The people know what's needed. They are already on it. So this is Promise an hour ago. He's saying that the people know what's needed and they are already on it. Something very important. Okay, which means there is action and plan. So actually, it is, according to our constitution, not the one that exists only in your head. This is Tino Chinyoka. And it is the president who proclaims the dates for elections. So it is really up to him if we are going to have the elections you want or not. So I believe that this elder, Tino Chinyoka, is missing one thing. If a transitional authority comes to the nation of Zimbabwe, the head of the transitional authority will be an acting president or will be a president for that period of transition, which means the same president of the transition will have to call for fresh elections. So what is needed right now is not for the president to proclaim new dates of the elections. It's for the president, is for the transitional authority to come in place. How it is going to come in place, we do not know. We are going to see how SADC is going to act and how the opposition is going to maneuver and make sure that a transitional authority comes in. Once it is on, it is there, then be assured that elections are there. Because the stakeholders are within the borders of Zimbabwe, and they spoke on 23 August. Okay, this is my boy Ganzi. Using which legal framework exactly? The same legal framework which worked in 2008 can work right now. So, and Mr. Mnangagwa is not Zimbabwe. He may say whatever he wants, but Zimbabwe is going to have free elections sooner You are not, you are on point. Spokes, okay, stop giving your supporters false hope. Start preparing for 2020 elections. I doubt about 2020 elections. This is strategic ambiguity, and some talk in the name of something is happening, is sickening now. Igbo also revealed how the late Morgan Tsvangirai slept in a meeting after his victory. We are tired of your cowardice and weakly approach to our crisis. Show leadership for once. This is JCTV Africa. I don't know mukoma JCTV kuti vari kuti zviitwe sei. We'll see kuti ivo vanombofunge vari kuti zviitwa sei. Stakeholders in Zimbabwe already spoke. They rejected Chamisa on 23 August. This is Maggie. But honestly, you should accept reality and move on. Stop abusing the trust we placed in you with messages of false hope. Zimbabwe is a sovereign state, and there is nothing another country can do to force us to have another election. Go back to 2008. Mugabe had won after the 27 June violence. He was sworn in at midnight as the president. He had appointed a cabinet, but did that last long? No, it didn't. Why? It's because there was a crisis and SADC had to move in. SADC moved in and contained the situation. A GNU was formed. But when they moved in, their idea was now to save Mugabe from the unknown, which was about to happen. So this is the same situation. We do not know what is going to happen next, and we do not know what other stakeholders think. Because if these elections were stolen, as purported by the opposition, and there is evidence, as they are saying, then it's a very, very, very difficult for those who support ZANU-PF to say this is a done and dusted matter. It will not settle well. It will have to be cured. Once you do not cure it, it will continue to give you troubles and problems. So this is what we had brought for you, Team Zimbabwe. Let me just take a few comments. Yes, let's accept that ZANU-PF for life, guys. This is Benedict Piri. Okay, personally, I don't believe Varwa. I believe that something will be worked out. I believe that one way or the other, we have to bring change to the nation of Zimbabwe. So it is what it is. We still wait for the leaders to give us a signal and show us the direction. So my name is Ronald Makusha. My duty is to bring what is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe without fear, without favor, or any bias. So if you are new to this platform, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you are notified each and every time we come live or we post an update. Then please let us share these videos as many people as possible so that we manage to grow this platform.